Do Singaporeans look outside for their content? Is there this patriotism? Are they looking locally and saying, this is Singapore made, you know, and that means it's good. That means it's better.
Hi, I'm Charlie Lim.
And I am Pei-Sian.
And this is our contribution to the UTOPIA Reimagined series as part of the 1 Million Towards Utopia movement by the Foundation of the Arts and Social Enterprise. This is part of the 1 Million Towards Utopia movement. This is the Reimagined series. First we had Joanna Dong, and then we had Aisyah, Aziz, ShiGGa Shay, and now myself and Pei. We're also raising awareness that there is a symphony called Utopia now, which is recorded by the LPO, which you can stream on Spotify. I was quite inspired by the second movement. They have a riff in there that goes dun, 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 like just a lot of fifths and fourths, right? I decided to go into this like 6/8 sort of feel, just kind of like a lullaby. So that's the motif that they use a lot. From there, it's kind of.
So I found it so fascinating to know that a Russian composer, Martynov, was writing about Singapore. He wrote this symphony, originally titled Singapore Symphony, but then renamed Utopia. It's a Russian interpretation of Singapore. And I found this great parallel with me as a classical cellist, trying to find a way to express, you know, within a pop realm. And it's like worlds colliding. Out of that, something potentially new can come out of that. And I found that really, really exciting.
What do you think Utopia
I think
is?
Utopia it's a dream. It's not something that can be really achieved. I think as artists, we thrive when we're struggling. That's when, you know, we have the most to say. The idea that utopia could be a reason to work harder, but it's a dream.
You know, as artists, as human beings, I think it's important to not let your work and your dreams and goals be like your worth. We shoot for the stars and we think that's all that defines us. But I think we're a lot more than that. The odds are definitely against us, just because of like systemic issues, right? And we're such a young country, we don't have much like culture to draw from. But at the same time, for what it's worth, like, I think everyone's trying their best to just put out good stuff. I'm starting to see like a shift from like just supporting local for the sake of supporting local to now like, oh wow, we've got some really good talent in our own backyard. You know, like I look up, you know, to these artists and it's my dream to go like perform with them. I'm starting to see more of that, which is great, I think.
I think to look natively for your pop artists, for your movies, you know, for your films, you know, just in front of your eyes, there's actually so much talent, and not to have to depend on
and so diverse
as
as well. There's so much going on.
There's so much talent in Singapore, but there's nowhere for them to grow, because a lot of new territory can be learnt from repeat performances and doing touring, you know. And here we do it and it's done. Maybe I can do the same program twice, and that's as far as we can go. And then our growth as artists stops there. Oh, that float's nice. Yeah, that's more musical. He's always topping my Spotify Unwrapped.
Yes.
For sure. I just stumbled upon his music through Spotify. It was kind of recommended to me and just fell in love with his sound. And I went to Chok Kerong's concert and Charlie was guesting. And he was singing one of my favorite songs, Bitter, from Time and Space. And I remember by the end of the concert, I had like tears rolling down my cheeks. I went to meet you afterwards. Do you remember? And I was like, I want to work with you one day. And like 5-6 years later,
yeah,
it's a dream come true.
It's been 5 years.
5 years?
Really?
This person's literally singing to me every day. And now I'm like going to create music with you. It's like, it's crazy.